Hey y'all, it's your girl Kachaki Video. Welcome back to my channel. If you could like, comment, subscribe, you know it's because she's fast and trying to post notifications so you can notify that she's like speaking for the child. Yeah, that's my full honey sauce and booty, but that's a whole nother story. Speaking of stories, let's go ahead and get the story time. Okay, so as promised, we're going to get into the time I worked for Maze Runner. So again, it's the same company. Hey Louise or Lewis, whichever when you go by, who set everything up for me, right? And this time they were like, okay, again, you have free will to do whatever it is that you want to do as far as being creative, you know, we want the same like workout vibe, etc. Only thing that we request is this time that you include some of the movie trailer inside the actual video itself. And I was just like, okay, well, no problem. So, you know, I got some props and stuff on set because I was like, okay, I've done just, you know, just like the workout stuff and, you know, with some of the weights and this and that. So I really wanted to get like creative of like, what some other things that I could do. And the owner of the gym was like, hey, there's some really cool things that we can do. And I was like, okay, well, are you okay if I use this? Are you okay if I use that? Because like, again, it still is the gym and it was during like business hours. Like I didn't like rent out the gym. So I just wanted to know if it was okay for me to do some of that stuff during like business hours, whatever. Like, and it's totally fine. Everyone let me do what I need to do out and about. So it was cool. And I had so much freaking fun, so much fun. And edit on that was just super wild. And I remember at the end, by the way, shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy actually was the videographer for that. So at the end, I was putting back one of the props, which is this like, I don't know, like 300, 400 pound tire. And y'all know me, I'm always twerking. So I literally like pushing the tire and like twerking, like being silly on the way back. And like, you know, then I put it back where it was. And y'all love that online. And that was funny because y'all didn't even know that that was really like the BTS to me getting ready for this really cool promo shoot that y'all didn't know about, which is for Maze Runner. But it was awesome because like, you know, like this particular promo shot was like a mini movie. Like, even though we had clips of the movie inside, which was actually pretty hard to put inside to make everything make sense, the way that we shot it, it was like a little movie itself. Like with, okay, you know, there's a storyline, because the thing is, I watched the trailer myself, and then once I watched the trailer, I kind of like jotted down some of my own ideas of like how I could make what we shot make sense to the trailer, since we had to include some of the trailer in it. I forget exactly what that's called, but I did that, and then I sent over the like, I guess like the breakdown of everything over to the videographer, just so he knew exactly what would be going on. And so yeah, so you know, we had this whole like, it was honestly like my own little personal movie, though it's just a promo shot, and it was just for Instagram. It was like a minute video, but when I tell you, excuse me, it was a lot. And it was actually, personally, I was like, dang, this is gonna be hard to try to get this down to just a minute, because there's so much that I want to do, knowing that I have like free reign to do all this stuff. But it was honestly really, really cool, and they loved it. They absolutely loved everything about the finished product that we gave them. So definitely want to give, again, a shout out to Lewis, a shout out to Maze Runner, the production company. I don't know exactly which production company it was through specifically, so I don't want to say names because I don't want to, you know, but shout out to Maze Runner, and shout out to Jeremy. Speaking of Jeremy, him and I worked on another project. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Sorry, y'all. This is fast forward some years afterwards, and I'm recovering from a stroke, so sometimes I stumble and bubble on my words. Anyway, speaking of Jeremy, we actually worked together on another project, and that project is Terminator. Do you guys want to get the story time on that one? Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.